Hello, friends. It's Jennifer with Pink Lady Oils, and you are in for a treat this week because it is BOGO week. And if you have been around, you know what that means. It means a lot of savings. It's a lot of extra little goodies that you can give away for presents. And, we got holidays coming up, and Doterra loves to bless and give some freebies. So I am going to share my screen and show you what is up and explain how it works. If you're new, you are going to learn that there's certain oils that you really need all year long, and this is a great time to grab those extra ones. And the reason they only do this a few times a year, so when they do it, you want to capitalize on it. And there is some extra things that they are giving away this year. So let me get me into my presentation, and here we go. So it starts November 17th. You can log into your account if you're already a wholesale member. But if you're brand new, you can also capitalize on this. So on November 17th to the 21st, and it is with supplies last. So people like to go and get that done the first day to make sure that they're going to get the oils because they do sell out. Okay, so if there's something that you really, really want, definitely put it on your calendar, put it in your phone, do a little alarm, and get it done. If you are brand new and you need a link, I'm happy to do that for you, and you're gonna be like shocked how many oils that you're gonna get for such a good savings. So the first deal is that when you decide to buy the entire bundle, which is $177 or 177 product value, you're going to get this neoprene BOGO bag. And it's super great to use for traveling, storing your oils, going to grandma's house or whatever. And that's going to be an extra bonus. And this is the BOGO bundle, and we're going to get to it on what that means. So you're going to buy 5 oils and you're going to get 8 free. But if you're new, you could get 9 free. So let's get to it. Okay, so the first one is Adaptive by Adaptive, and how it works is that you will go into your account if you already have a wholesale account and put Adaptive into your cart, and then Shinrin-yoku will just automatically populate. Okay. And so it's by Adaptive, which is in our mental health line. It is very calming, but it also helps with kids with focus. I use this one, in the car. I have a roller of it as well. But in the diffuser, it smells amazing. You could make perfumes with it. It's very, very lovely. And it is one that when you get overwhelmed, this one is really going to help just kind of bring you down and calm you. But it is also really good for kiddos as well. I love to put it, on my pulse points behind my ears. Even rub it through your hair to have your hair as a natural, like a diffuser, like a walking diffuser, right? And then Shinrin-yoku, in Japanese, it means forest bathing. And if you've learned anything about forest bathing, or maybe you haven't, but basically the science behind this when they were coming up with this blend is that they wanted to create the smell of actually walking through the forest, because they found actually physical changes when you diffused this oil. And it helped with blood pressure and just overall physical changes with stress. And so I just love that so much. And both of these they kind of go hand in hand. Shinrin-yoku, though, really just soothes your soul. I mean, when people smell it, they're like, oh, I gotta have that. So if you don't have this in your repertoire, you're going to want this pairing for sure. It's just going to create this peaceful mood. And let's talk just like a little bit of science behind this. So when we're talking about changing mood, no matter what essential oil you use, you have a full olfactory bulb that's right here above your, like, your glass line here, that, the rim there. And right there, when you smell in, it goes to your olfactory bulb and then it goes to the middle of your brain, and that's the limbic system. And then from there, it's going to go to your entire body. Okay. And so it's the quickest way to change a mood because that ability for the brain to take that in so fast. So I think we really underestimate how powerful aromatherapy is, whether you're putting in a diffuser and it's diffusing your entire room or your office or your space, or just putting it on and smelling it in. I mean, really just picking up your essential oil and smelling it in, you are going to, get that same type of test. So this pairing it's just it's primo. I'm actually running very low on my Shinrin Yoku. I only have just a little bit left. And this one came out at convention several years ago, and it's a really great one. So you're going to purchase the adapter for $44, and you're going to get the Shinrin Yoku for free. So that's a savings of $34. Okay. Um, all right. Next one. If you are been in doTERRA, this is like a no-brainer. These are staples. All of these oils that I'm talking about are really great oils to have in your medicine cabinet. And On Guard is all about, excuse me, immune support. It is going to work at the cellular level. It will be wonderful to put on our everyday basis, especially for kiddos and people that are around a lot of people and that can pick things up. It's antiviral. I always recommend doing things consistently because that is really going to give you the biggest bang for change in your body as it starts to get these oils in to be able to give you that immune support. Okay, so rolling it on the bottoms of your feet, on the spine with fractionated coconut oil, diffusing it. I even like to put it in a little shot glass, like a little bit of water, a shot of water with a drop of On Guard. It's really good in tea to sip on if you have a sore throat. These are really great things to do. And Doing things consistently for your kiddos, like after a bath. This would be a really good one to roll down your spine, make a roller of it. So, 20 to 30 drops of the On Guard in a roller with fractionated coconut oil. And you are good to go for, every day. I put a lot of those in my daughter's room, and I do that on a regular basis. So On Guard is a really good one for that. Um, the cousin is Breathe, and these two pair so well. It's all things respiratory. Anything that is going to support your respiratory system, whether you're just preventatively doing it, diffusing it at night this one is a really good one at night for restful sleep. It is one that you can pair with fractionated coconut oil and put it right on their chest if they have any congestion or if they have any sinus challenges. That also helps. And I This one is the one that can save marriages. It helps with snoring. So you can put it right underneath someone's nose or on the bridge of their nose, and that is really going to help that as well. I personally see that it helps people that have a lot of overwhelm and anxiety. So this one is one of my husband's favorite oils, with the exception of Deep Blue. Those are his two favorites. But Breathe is one that he brings while he travels with his little bubble diffuser, and he knows that he's going to sleep well. It smells really good. It's clean, fresh, very, very it's a very good staple to have in every household, and you're not going to want to miss this pairing. If there's any that would be like critical for right now, this one, this time of year, this is the BOGO that you want. So you're going to put On Guard in your cart, and you're going to get Breathe for free. Okay. Next one is all about like pain and inflammation. And I had two people actually talk to me this week about just what do I do for joint pain and things like that. Well, these two are to the rescue. So first one is put On Guard in your cart, or excuse me, I'm already thinking On Guard. Copaiba in your cart, and you're going to get Deep Blue for free. So Copaiba is super gentle. It's gentle enough for babies all the way up to people that are very sensitive. And this is one that you can put right over that area topically with fractionated coconut oil. When I say fractionated coconut oil, that is a carrier oil that we need for it to be diluted. And I always recommend that for anyone that is brand new or is more sensitive or littles. You want to dilute because that is going to be actually the best way and most efficient way of getting it into your tissues. Um, so it is a really good pain combo. It's really good to actually even put on little babies for teething. It's gentle enough to do that. You can put it right underneath your tongue for overwhelm and for pain. So this one is a really good one for anxiety. It's really multifaceted. And I love to put this underneath my tongue just for cellular support as well and for inflammation. So these two are a really great pain combo. Then the next one is Deep Blue. You've probably heard about Deep Blue. It's a menthol, but it is really, really powerful. So if you have wherever you're having that discomfort and pain, you're going to go ahead and put that fractionated coconut oil with a few drops of Breathe or Deep Blue, excuse me. See, I'm on the On Guard Breathe like combo, like I'm stuck on that because I love that combo so much. Sorry. So Deep Blue is going to be one that is just going to really get that area to like relax. And I've hurt my back in the past, and I do this preventatively as well, putting it on my calves before my like an exercise. But doing it on those areas that are really a lot of discomfort. This is going to do that. And then driving that in, putting like a warm compress over the top of that, it's just the way to go. So it's gonna really support for inflammation and really calm these things down. And you think about when we have that pain, we just want it to go away, right? And we reach for a lot of over-the-counter medications, and they help, but they also can really be very difficult and harsh on our kidneys and our liver. And we want to love on our liver because our liver is a pretty important organ. So we try to get away from taking all of those pain reliever type medications and use some of these natural remedies and natural ways of supporting our body to protect our organs, and also to not have side effects because everything has a side effect for that. So that's where Copaiba comes in because you can take that internally and then putting the Deep Blue topically on that area. You cannot take Deep Blue internally, but Copaiba you can. And you can also put it topically. So Copaiba is a very, very gentle oil along with Deep Blue. Those two pairing are really, really wonderful. And if you purchase Deep Blue for, Copaiba for $39, you're going to get Deep Blue for free. So that's your savings on that one. Next one is Purify and Tea Tree. And so if you purchase Purify for $26, you're going to get Tea Tree for free, which is also $26. So Purify, I love to put in a glass spray bottle with, I don't know, maybe, a handful of drops with water and lemon. And you can spray literally all your surfaces. It smells divine. The scent is so wonderful. It's it's going the thing that's interesting and wonderful about essential oils is that they're safe for pets and babies. So you don't have to worry about like an animal licking Purify because it's going to be safe. So you're going to create cleaning sprays to spray your room. You're going to add them to dryer balls. And I actually like to use a little hack for Purify is that this is really good for mosquito bites and mosquitoes. They don't like that. So that's a really good one. Actually, both of those work really, really well with bugs. So hack for that time of year. We are not in that time of year here in Wisconsin, so we're not going to be using those. Hopefully, the mosquitoes are all dead by now, right? um, let's see here. So yeah, spray your door handles and all your surfaces with Purify in that spray bottle. You're gonna love it. And then tea tree is probably my most used oil, just because it's very antimicrobial, great for cleaning, great for toilets, on surfaces, but also really good for any kind of cuts or abrasions, blemishes, all those kind of nasty things that we don't really like to talk about, like fungus and toes and toenails, things like that, yeasty things. And it's also really, really supportive for littles for immune support. So these are two really, really great oils that I like to always have in stock. I also like to diffuse Purify in my cat area. It just keeps everything clean and fresh, and I like that a ton. So that's those two. So $26 savings there. And then lavender and peppermint. I mean, these are probably the most studied. Lavender is definitely the most studied and researched oil ever. And pretty much everyone knows that lavender is very restful. It's very calming, but it's also very calming for the skin. So lavender is really good to put on a burn, bites, scrapes, bumps, bruises, everything. But it's also very, very powerful for overwhelm and anxiety. And you can take this even internally. You can make tea with it. And topically, you can put, it in lotions and everything just smells wonderful. And you know that it's going on your largest organ, which is your skin, and that you know that it is not toxic. It is pure essential oil. Okay. I see all these lotions and, especially for Christmas and things, all these things coming up. And a lot of these brands have just so much junk in it, and you can make this for a fraction of the cost, and you know what's going on your skin. So I just encourage you to think about, you know, uh, thinking about taking out things that are potentially causing more issues with your body, because we as women especially put so many products on our body, whether it's on our skin, our face, or our body. So lavender is just really, really good for that. But it's also very, very good for stress and for those types of things. And so when you're talking about like fevers, it's all lavender is also really good for that ache and that pain as well. So a good thing to add to your repertoire is putting like a few drops in a bath with maybe 2 or 3 cups of Epsom salt. You could put lavender, you could put adaptive, Shinrin-yoku, any of those in, and you're just going to have a really relaxing bath. Really good for kiddos too. And lavender is also an antihistamine, so it really does help with that type of reaction. Then peppermint is very, very alerting. I love to do peppermint and wild orange and have that in a diffuser. It's very fresh, especially in places that don't smell that great. I love this one, but it's also really good for congestion. So you can just smell that in. I like to put it like on the back of my neck, and it's really, really good for that. It supports muscle tension, um, and things that cause you to not feel that great. So it is very alerting, energizing, and it's very, very supportive to the body, especially for fevers down the spine, and on the bottoms of your feet. So these two, you really can't go wrong. Again, another staple thing, ones that you really should have and everyone should have in their home. And if you purchase the lavender, you're going to get that peppermint for free. So a savings of $26. And then if you decide to get all of these, or you purchase 175 product value that week during the 17th or 20th, you're going to get these additional oils. Okay, so I'm going to go over these. Clove is, when I think of clove, it is actually the highest antioxidant um, in nature, and it supports and helps with free radicals. So it's very, very powerful. I like to diffuse it with other oils. It is one that is a numbing agent. They use this for wisdom teeth and things like that. But if you have a tooth problem, that always happens like in the middle of the night or on a weekend, when you can't get a hold of your dentist, you can just actually put it on that tooth area, and it's going to really help with numbing. In a pinch, you can use On Guard as well, because it has the clove in it. Okay. So it's going to really help with any kind of tooth issues. You can soothe a sore throat and gargle with it in a little bit of water. It's very, very effective, and it's a good one to have on hand. Wild orange is probably one of my favorite oils to diffuse, but I also use it in cooking and baking. I'd love to put it in my yogurt with some berries and nuts. I make a wild orange bite that everyone goes crazy about when I have at my events. But you can do so much with it. But it's just wonderful to even have in a diffuser because it is very uplifting. It's really good for people that have the doldrums, especially in Wisconsin. We get that time of year, like in February, where we're like seeing no sun for so long. Wild orange really is wonderful, and you can't really. When I smell that, it's like, for me, it's like sunshine in a bottle. I just love it. So that's wild orange, and then Siberian fir is just such a wonderful oil. I feel like I actually am walking in the deep, deep forest. It smells different than Shinrin-yoku, but I like to pair it with a lot of oils, and I really, really love it. It is clean and cool and refreshing. I like to diffuse it. And this is another one that you could actually put in your bath for a really relaxing bath with some fraction with some Epsom salts. So these are the pairings. It's a really, really incredible deal. So basically, um, you're gonna buy 5, get 8 free. And if you're brand new or you haven't purchased in over a year, you can get a additional oil with this bundle, or 175 product value for this week. Okay. But think about, I'm a small business, and this is how I make money. And I appreciate all your business and your support over this last year. But this really supports me, and I love to help people, and I will be your contact person and your oil person and help you navigate whatever goals that you are trying to achieve. But think about maybe giving the gift of health for your loved ones, for Christmas or St. Nick's or birthdays. This is a great pack to like put away a few for people, and what a gift to be able to share. Changing the mood of their home, or how it smells, or helping someone get over overwhelm. So there's a lot of different ways. Think of teachers and neighbors and family and friends, and it's kind of endless. So this is a really great bundle to be able to do that. The other idea is you could also just you could pair this with a friend and split it so that you don't take on that financial um, amount if the full amount is not in your budget. So just some ideas. So that is it. I hope this was helpful. If you are brand new, definitely reach out and I can send you a custom shopping cart, and those free oils will populate into that cart on November 17th through the 21st. Remember, it's while supplies last, and let me know how I can help. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And I just want to thank you for listening. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them, and have a fantastic day, and happy shopping.